Hey friends, welcome back to my channel. Today is my update for kindergarten. This is a quick one because it's kindergarten and she doesn't have much going on. She's enjoying being able to spend time outside. We live in the northern part of the upper Midwest, so we've had an actually really nice summer. It's been rainy the last few weeks, but it's been beautiful. We are going into our fall preview is what I always call it, where this week our overnights are dipping into the 40s, our daytime highs are in the low 60s. Next week we'll be in the 50s. So I love it. I've got my long sleeve shirt on. I'm excited. Let's bring on the pumpkins and the pumpkin spice and have 4 months of just snuggly weather. Well, snuggly fall weather, and then we go into 4 months of snuggly cold winter weather. So because it's kindergarten, I'm not doing much with her, but that's what I was gonna say is because she's outside, she's discovered an interest in mosquitoes. And since we've had so much rain, we have little sand tables that we've converted to water tables since we have so many littles. We have 6 children, 4 of them are 5 and under. So since we have so many littles, I have at least 2 water tables, and then you get standing water in it. And I like to dump it out because I don't want a mosquito farm. But she's discovered she actually likes watching the mosquitoes, and she calls them her friends. Not very nice friends to have, but she has her little friends that she likes watching. And then when you look in the water tables with the standing water, there's gotta be 100 mosquitoes. So it's not a wonder we're getting eaten alive outside, but I don't have the heart to take that away from her. But she's getting them out, and then she's putting them in little jars, and she's watching them, and then she's trying to feed them. And then we've noticed what I think are dragonfly larvae, which eat the mosquito larvae. So it's really neat. So she's watching the life cycle, and then she's watching them change stages, and then like the mosquitoes come out of the water or whatever it is that they do, and she watches them fly away. So that's been her science, is watching the life cycle of mosquitoes to the detriment of our family because we're being eaten alive. But I guess, you know, that's what you do. I had kids that used to collect rocks. Rocks were a lot less dangerous and they didn't bite you, but it's cute. I love this stage. I love the little Wonder Years stages. So I found this on eBay, dirt cheap, and that's what we're doing. We're still in the beginning, and she knows a lot of these prayers because we say them on a regular basis, but it's going through, and it's finding prayers or learning the 10 Commandments, and it's just using it as memory work. Not very Charlotte Mason-y. Don't care. Works for us. Okay, I was so excited to use The Good and the Beautiful's original math. I was so jazzed. I loved all the manipulatives. I love the little bees. I love the little counters. They're so cute. They're so sweet. They're so fun. But now I understand, after getting into it with number 3, why I stopped using it with number 1 and 2, because it's just like their other math, it bounces around. It doesn't have a very succinct spiral to it, as most people that have complaints about The Good and the Beautiful know. Okay, it is more advanced than their current kindergarten offerings, but it still bounces around. And it drives me insane. She likes it. She could care less. She likes it. It drives me insane as the mom. And I'm just like, okay, let's actually, stick to something long enough and learn about it. So, all right, I put it away and we went back to this. This is my first time using Math with Confidence K. All right. Mea culpa, foot in my mouth. All right. It's actually working out pretty good. She likes it. I like it. It's keeps you going. And I like how they have the tens, what is it, the little tens chart, whatever they use. I forget what it's called. But we're using pumpkin seeds. We use apple seeds. We use coins. We use all kinds of stuff with it. So it keeps her happening, keeps her moving. I do use a lot of the Good and the Beautiful manipulatives with it. So, all right, we're getting the best of both. And at the beginning of the year, before I said I was going to use that kindergarten, the Good and the Beautiful original, I went through back in April and I put these sticky notes everywhere. As you can see, this was like a 12 to 15 hour project to go through. And I wrote down with all these stickies so you can see how much thicker the book is now, because of about easily 100 to 150 stickies are in here. I have it lined up with Math with Confidence as being her main lesson. And then if she wants something more for the day, I can pull out something from the printed off Good and the Beautiful that I have, or their tangram puzzles. I have that all in here. So she gets the best of both worlds, but I get to keep her moving through a very succinct a pattern, which I believe is going to be far more beneficial for her in the long term. And then for her learning letters and her reading, I was going to do the Simply Charlotte Mason Reading Level 1 box set. I have it. I've used it with my other children, but I stopped using it with my second just because it wasn't working for her. She wasn't understanding. And because I have so many children now, getting out the games and putting everything together, it's becoming too challenging for me. I have even my 1-year-old who wants to sit at the table with her bigger sisters, and she has her pile of crayons, and she sorts her crayons, and she colors with her crayons, and she wants to go through all the names of the crayons, and she wants to go through all of the colors, she wants to go through all of the shapes, and she needs a lot. My 3-year-old needs a lot. My obviously 5-year-old needs a lot. My tiny baby who's teething needs a lot. I just don't have the time and the energy to devote to that. So I'm going to switch it to this. I've had it downstairs for a while. We're going to see how it goes. She is learning her letters and her letter sounds right now before I even started this. And she's sitting at the table while she's doing her stuff, or we're driving in the car, whatever. She picks a letter and she wants to know. She'll mime it for me. Mom, what is this letter? What does this letter sound like? What does this letter say? And you tell her the letter that she's referring to, and you tell her the letter sound. And then she spends the next 5 minutes just dancing around, doing whatever, trying to figure out words that she already knows with what letter sounds they line up with. Yesterday, she spent all day doing the letter W, and she was coming up with really big words that start with the letter W. Okay, she is somewhat teaching herself how to read. My first taught herself how to read. My second did not, and she's somewhere in between. So I'm just letting her go, do her little sweet darling thing, and that's her update for kindergarten. Don't forget to like and subscribe and let me know how kindergarten's going for you, or if you have questions, comments, ideas, suggestions, I'm all ears. Talk to you later. Bye.